Okay, here we go. Here we go. Happy Monday night, my friends. My name is Jason, also known as Seva, and this channel is Ray of Light Tarot, and I do tarot here at Ray of Light Tarot. I'm doing mini reads tonight. Happy Monday. Hope everyone's having a nice beginning of their week. Thoughts and prayers go out to all of the chaos and my people in New York City and all over the world, all over the country, and all over the world. I love you guys. Hope you're all doing okay. I haven't been feeling well. I've been a little bit under the weather. So I'm actually just finishing up some readings from Friday night tonight. I carried those over from Friday night. I was planning to be back Saturday night, but I've just been progressively worse for a couple of days and finally feeling balanced enough to get on here. I did a long meditation and took a salt bath, and I feel a little bit better. So, hey guys, hey Rebecca, hey Joni, hello, hello. Gotta get my glasses on, I really can't see the names even, so that's not good. There we go. Hey Valerie. Yeah, I saw something about that in my notifications. I didn't get to read it yet, but congratulations. I can't wait to hear about that. Hey Scott, hey Priscilla, how are you guys doing? Thank you so much, Rebecca. Take your time. I appreciate you when you're here. Of course, you know that. Hey Jasper, hola. Hey Michael, nice to see you. Jane, everybody, so good to see you guys. I hope you're all doing well. So let's talk real quick, real quick, real quick. Listen, there's a lot going on. I don't know what's going on in your neck of the woods. There's a lot happening here in the state of Florida. I mean, we joke as Americans, Florida, we all know as Americans, Florida's the crazy state, right? I mean, you can count on Florida to throw an election. You can count on Florida to mess up an election. You can count on some crazy story out of Florida about like a serial killer or a whack job. I mean, I get it. I'm a Floridian and I'm a little crazy myself, so I get it. There's not good news here out of Florida though, as far as like the coronavirus. We're getting like I mean, everyone. I guess the fact is, here's the thing: we're starting over, right? The last 3 months of social distancing and quarantining, it really didn't work because we didn't all do it, right? It didn't work. And now we're basically starting over. So the question is no longer how long do we have to do this? The question is when are we going to start doing this right so that we can actually make some changes? I mean, and I'll admit, I'm the first to admit it. Like wearing a mask should not be a political issue. It really shouldn't. I don't know why it's a political issue whether or not you wear a mask. I forget sometimes, sometimes I'll be like, I don't even forget. Sometimes I'll be like, well, I'm just going to the gas station. I'm not even going to go inside. I'm not going to wear a mask. And then I'll get to the gas station and I'll think, oh, I want to run in and get a Gatorade or an orange juice, something, or lottery tickets, whatever. I go inside, I don't have a mask on. So once in a while, that happens. But I would never, as like a political thing or to be a complete asshole, not wear a mask. It's inconsiderate. It's not compassionate, and I don't care if they're not comfortable. I agree, and it's not fun to wear a mask, but it's what you need to do. It's not about your politics. It's about being considerate of other people's health right now. Like it's just so crazy. Yeah, don't be a Karen. As Karen McConnell just posted right above your "Don't be a Karen." She wasn't talking to you, Karen. Thank you for the love, Jasper. So sweet. But anyway, guys, I'm just kind of frustrated. I had to get tested today, and I've not been feeling well. I don't think I have anything communicable, but I don't know. I think I just have like a sinus infection. But like who really knows until you know? And yeah, wear a mask. Wear a mask. It should say, "Don't be an ass." Wear a mask. Like just don't be an ass. I don't understand. I don't understand. But yeah, thoughts and prayers to all the people in other parts of the country that are going through a lot of craziness. I know there's been some like shootings in New York City and some issues with the police. And so hold it down, guys. Just hold it down. Good as stolen, Jason. What do you mean? Yeah, oh, are you going to use that one? Don't be an ass. Wear a mask. I like it. Steal away. I took a shower after I came on earlier because I was just like, I gotta get myself. I just do not feel great, y'all. Okay, so I've got a little list I'm working from here. I'm gonna read the names on the list. If anyone that I forgot from Friday, just kind of refresh my memory, and yeah, I'm working on it, Kathy. Thank you. I am working on it. If anyone that I forgot from Friday, just let me know. You must have just sent it, Jane. I've got a list working from before I came on. I'm going to add you. Okay, so I've got Jennifer R from the other night, from Friday. I've also got Paula, and there was one more. I don't remember. Who was it I didn't get to on Friday? Was it Gabriella? I can't remember who it was. I remember you, Jennifer, but I don't have my list from Friday. I have my list, but it's somewhere else. I don't have it in front of me. But also I've got Nia V. Nia V, congratulations on your communication you mentioned and your payment. Thank you. I think it was Gab. Okay. Sissy, I got your payment. You're on the list. Alondra, Joan, Delilah, and Jane. Okay. Tiny Penguin, gotcha. Oh, thank you, Karen. Yeah, yes, you were correct in feeling that. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious when I'm not coming on when I'm not on my channel much. It's pretty obvious. I'm pretty much going to be on unless something's wrong. Luckily, it wasn't my Bubba. He's still okay. He leaves when I go live though. He's okay. He's been good days, bad days with him, but he's around. So May and June Libra on point. I think the July one's on point too. Check the July out. I did the July Libra on Friday. So, and I'm going to be getting really onto the other zodiac readings like in the next day or two because I've got to. So, all right. So, as far as let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Wait, Joan said New Jersey mayor announced that now they aren't open. Yeah, I saw that too, Joan. I'm sorry, because you're in New Jersey. But it's for the best. I feel like that's the thing. I remember, in like April thinking, okay, how long are we gonna have to do this? And now I do feel like we're kind of all starting over from scratch, but we need to. It's the thing that this has really shown us about human beings is human beings do not prepare for things. Human beings don't even really respond to things until they're totally backed up against a wall. It's kind of amazing that we've survived as long as we have on this planet when you think about that. Obviously, we can tell based on what's gone on in the world in the past few months, human beings just don't react very well. They don't prepare, and we certainly don't react very well. No wonder people want to call global climate change a hoax because nobody wants to have to deal with it. Like, it's so much easier to just be like, it's a hoax than to have to actually change your way of life, right? Casinos are open, but now everyone has to wear a mask. Yeah. Hi, Darcy. Totally agree. I feel like it's a perpetual state. It is. I think I think maybe that's part of our like preservation, self-preservation thing or survival instinct is to live in a state of denial. But when it's not serving you, it is really not serving you, and it's not serving us right now to live in that state of denial and to politicize everything, and it's just not serving us at all. So. Get with the program, people. Don't be an ass. Wear a mask. Puppy Thursday. Did you get your pup? You're getting your puppy on Thursday? Oh, congratulations. You guys, I am so considering putting a deposit on this puppy, but I don't know if I should. Like, I feel like if I do, it's almost like I'm trying to replace Bentley or something when he's not even gone. And I don't want to do that. Like, there's no replacing Bentley. He's the dog. He is the dog. I'll probably, in my mindset is like, I'll never have another dog. He's the dog. But at the same time, there's this really cute little basset hound puppy I want. Maybe he would like having a baby brother or sister. I don't know. We'll see. Scott says, get it, get it. Ah, do it. We'll see. We'll see. I know I really want to. They're not ready yet, but I could put the deposit down to reserve one. I love hush puppies. They're so cute. But BBK. I don't know what that means. Darcy. Karen says, me. Me. I'm thinking about it, Scotty. Oh, it was you, Karen? Sorry. I knew I forgot somebody. I didn't see you on my list from Friday, but you must have been. Yeah, I got you. Sorry about that. You're first tonight, Karen. You are first tonight. That's who it was, though. I just forget. No, Renee says Karen. J. Renee Jennifer says Karen was like third. LOL. Okay, Karen, you were like third. So don't be saying you were first when you were third. All right. So actually, I do think, and in all honesty, I do think Jennifer was first. Just not trying to play favorites because I don't have favorites. I don't even know you guys, but I do think Jennifer was first. And if it's a mistake, it's both of our mistake because I had her on my list as being first for tonight. So I'm going to do Jennifer first and then Karen. Okay. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it like that, just to be as close to fair as I can possibly be in my delirium. All right. All right. All right. All right. Yeah, I was doing some work at my condo this weekend, like patching, taking nails out of the wall and patching it with putty and painting over it and stuff because I'm listing it and selling it. And so you just swooned. Do it. Who just swooned? What's the list order, Jason? We can help tee up questions. Yes, thank you, Malia. I appreciate that very, very much. So we're going to do Jennifer, Karen, Paula. Is Paula here? Paula may not be here, but Paula donated over the weekend. So if she doesn't come in tonight, I'll probably just refund her. Jennifer, Karen, Paula, Nia, Sissy. Do pick card for Darcy. Could you repeat that in English? Nia, Sissy, Alondra, Joan, Delilah, and Jane. That's what I've got. So yeah, let's go ahead and start because I don't want to be too long-winded tonight. Pick a card for the order of the people. Yeah, we could do that. I just want to get going though. I don't want to even waste time doing that. So Jennifer, what was your question for? That's okay. Darcy, I know what you meant. Jennifer, what was your question? Do you have a question from the other night, or do you want to ask a different one, or whatever? Update on DM. Okay, Karolina. I'll be getting you at it. Okay, Joan. All right, update on DM. Also making sure I am on the right spiritual journey. Okay. I'm going to pull from the Morgan Greer Tarot. I like this tarot. I don't know. I like the back of it, the blue with the stars. I think it's pretty. So, last 30 days has been. Yeah, my spiritual journey has been pretty amazing since I woke up from my sleepwalk a couple years ago. I mean, I've had ups and downs, but it's all in all, it's been a good experience. I cannot complain too much. I think when you're woke, at least, even when things suck, at least you learn lessons from your mistakes, right? I can say that. I'm always learning new lessons. Yes, please hold space for Jen, my peoples. So you've got the Five of Swords right off the bat coming out, and this happens a lot in twin soul type, those twin soul, high level soulmate, counterpart situations. When you're early on in a connection, or even when it's not early on, if you're in separation, a lot of times this happens. And even on the path to union, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just a reality of a twin soul. Twin soul connections are so interesting. There's a little bit of a sibling dynamic to that. Romantic, yeah, sure. There's romance, there's passion, but there's more. There's so many aspects. There's a sibling dynamic there, and what happens in siblings? Rivalry, competition, jealousy. There's a little bit of competition in your connection right now that's coming out. That's what I feel from the Five of Swords. It's not hateful, or nobody's out to hurt. It's not harmful or hateful, but there's some rivalry energy there, and I don't know what that's about. It's definitely a win at all costs energy. But do you see what I mean, Rebecca? Boy, I've thought about it. And I don't know if it's being gay, like same-sex relationship, but there's a sibling energy there. I mean, there's many energies like we've established, but there's definitely that aspect, right? Where you're like brother and sister, or brothers or sisters. Yeah, you feel that, right? It's like, well, because when you're so close to someone on so many levels, and you have so many things that are either in common or exact opposites, or it's an interesting dynamic to be sure. There's a little competition here, Jennifer. So that's going to come to a fast end. You've got the death card here when it's attached to the Five of Swords. So it's not only competition, there's also this ego here. There's this ego present. And the ego is a real problem when it comes to making these connections work. The ego is part of the reason we run from a twin soul, and part of the reason we also chase a twin soul. Don't think just if you're the chaser that the runner is the one that's all ego. No, as a chaser, you're ego too, because if you didn't have a big ego, you wouldn't be chasing that person. Part of the chase is your own ego, trying to prove something or whatever. You know, there's something in that chase that's ego related. The Devil card's here in reverse, and the Hierophant is here. Strong Taurus energy, strong Capricorn energy. And what this is about, those are both Capricorn and Taurus are very similar, not just because they're earth signs, but they're also very strong energies, right? Very much, they're energies that can be progressive and get things done, but they can also hold you up because they can be kind of stubborn. You're moving away from the toxicity, but what you have to remember is the toxicity in this connection, all of that was divinely present. And I think I've become really interested in that aspect of a twin soul connection, in the recognition that even the bad stuff, like, see, even the things that you look at your twin soul and you go, ooh, I do not like that person at all. There's no way I'm spiritually connected to that person because I can't even stand their behavior. That is also divinely guided, because it's to show you aspects of yourself that you actually don't really like. Guilty. Like, that is divinely guided. We've got to see those parts of ourselves that we don't like. It is such a mirror, and it's a deep mirror, okay? It's a deep mirror. And when you see those parts of yourself, you're like, you know, you gotta face down yourself and your demons and your fears and all that. You're coming into this Empress energy, but right now the problem is you've got yourself trapped. And the reason I'm saying you as well is because, like I said, it's like we just said, it's a mirror. Yeah, you're asking about their energy, but their energy is also your energy, okay? So keep that in mind. There's too much overthinking going on. Great, there's spiritual stuff going on. Great, you're spiritually woke, but you're still in your head too much. Like, sometimes the spiritual aspect of us, our higher self, needs us to get out of our heads. You're way too much in your head about this. You've just got like, you're just constantly, the wheels are turning about what's going on here. And I think that that's really becoming an impediment to this connection and to this relationship. It feels like there's just way too much energy going on in the mind. And what's the result of that? What's the result of overthinking? The result is you can't see things clearly. So we all put so much emphasis on being intelligent and intellectual and logical and rational. Rational's a big one, right? Sometimes you need to be a little irrational. Sometimes you need to be less rational and let your emotions rule the day sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. And in this kind of a connection, you are being called to learn to work with your emotions, to understand why you're feeling the things you're feeling, and to give in to them, because you get rewarded when you give in. In this connection, you always get rewarded when you give in to your positive emotions. When you stop fighting the thing that feels right, that you know inside is right, you get rewarded for just letting it flow. Anytime in the twin soul journey that I've tried to push something too hard, it slaps me back in the face. But there are times when I just know things are the way they should be, and I just let them flow, and it's always a beautiful experience. This is the problem. Don't try to push anything with your partner, but also with yourself. Don't try to push your spiritual growth. It's happening exactly, and things are unfolding exactly the way they're supposed to, and there's nothing you need to do. You're coming into this Empress energy, but it's happening very slowly. The Empress is a strong physical manifestation of the divine feminine. It allows you to be very nurturing in your relationships and also be a caretaker of yourself and of others. You can't really get into that in the fullness that you're called to get into it, though, when you're in your head. It really requires dropping it into the heart space. And there's a strong physical attraction here that's going to sort of be reignited in the near future. But it happens as the result of you coming into this Empress energy, which is being blocked a little bit by Then the Eight of Swords. A lot of change coming this summer. Just like everyone, I feel like September is going to be a big month for change, for growth, for things sort of aligning. But I do also feel a lot of these things can happen sooner, but you have to really focus on not focusing. You know, it's like you have to learn to just be an observer. It's hard to observe without analyzing, but when you can really do that, it's such a powerful thing. It just really pays off for you and for your relationship as a whole. It's a really good thing to do. And I don't know why I'm exactly focus on not focusing, but I do feel that strongly for you, and I feel that that Empress energy is sort of, that's part of the goal right now for you, but it's also very attainable. The only thing standing in your way right now is you and your thoughts. Yes, there's a lot of rivalry in this connection. I don't know what that's about, like comparing each other or comparing yourselves or this person comparing themselves to you in some way. Maybe about the spiritual growth. A lot of times I've seen it just in weird, it just comes through in the weirdest ways. And I usually don't see it until after the fact. Yeah, it's really important. That's definitely, it is that, Nia. But that's something we all have to do in so many aspects. Anything you want to, even in things that you have the ability to manifest outside of love, you have to detach from the outcome in order to achieve the outcome sometimes. Set goals and work toward things, but also sort of detach from that sort of idea that you have all the answers and that you know how it's supposed to go. You have to just kind of ease the grip up a little bit. And that's it when it really pays off for you. So I would definitely look toward doing that. Karen, I'm going to move on to Karen McD. Karen McD, what is your question? You're welcome. You're very, 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 very welcome. Thank you for your patience. I'm sorry that this has taken me a few days, and I'm sorry for everyone who's waiting. Personal readings, everything. I'm super sorry. I appreciate the patience, guys. I try to be. Karen, do you have your question ready, sweetie? If not, we can go ahead and do Nia. Christine can't hear. Nia, you want to put yours up? And then Sissy. Karen may be on a delay or something. I don't know. She might be on a delay. I don't think I'm taking any more tonight, Christine. It's for the next couple of times, it's probably still going to be 22-22, though. Same, right back at you, Sasha. Unconditional. Okay, since the new communication. Yeah, congratulations on that. That's always nice, you know. I think that's a great, a lot of times, I mean, we don't know the reason why. It could just be that's where you guys are, but sometimes with the retrogrades and stuff, that can lead to communication because things come up for addressing, healing, that stuff too. So whenever it comes through, it's meant to, and that's great. What's the energy for them? Guys, check out if you don't. Oh, I need to mention a few things real quick. If you don't already check it out, check out if you consider yourself to be an awakened twin soul on a path toward union or destiny or whatever. Check out Twin Flame Revolution. Dove and Nicole are two amazing twin flames in union, twin souls in union, and they've been doing some really amazing talks lately just on their channel. They don't do readings like card reading, tarot readings, but they do motivational speaking and coaching, life coaching for twin souls. And I think it's very much worth it. I think they're, you know, amazing. I really admire and really love them both. So check them out. Also, check out Veritas Tarot. Veritas, Veritas Tarot. So a friend of mine, her name is Victoria. She's an amazing tarot reader. She just started doing tarot on YouTube. She's been doing tarot, but she started it on YouTube, her channel. She's British, and she does like a Sunday tea time type reading. It's pretty good. I've been watching it. It's really good. I would suggest checking it out. So there you go. Okay, Alondra, I will get to you next. I'm doing Nia. Energy update for me on the communication. Just came through. It's okay. I don't think, okay, right off the bat, Nia, because the overall energy is the Seven of Cups, I definitely think that you're kind of in it's a little bit of a limbo, this communication right now. I don't think you're where you want to be with this person, and the communication is great, but I don't think you're getting what you want from them just yet. So know that, and again, expectations, take them from here to here, because this is about someone who really has a lot of confusion about what's going on in their life when it comes to emotions. This person's got a lot of confused emotions. They're not really sure where they're at emotionally. It feels like someone who's all over the page. And so, true, yeah. So just bear with that and understand this person's all over the place emotionally. Yes, I think this person knows what this give and take is. I mean, listen, even in horrible, painful separation, when you're a twin soul, you kind of just know, like, I know how I feel and how my twin, I know what it is. I know that the love is there and what it is. Same thing here. You know the love is there, right? But where this person is all over the map emotionally, and they don't really know what they want. They know they want you in their life. They know that. They know that what you have is special, and they kind of know you always will be in their life. But they're not at that point of going, oh, I see you, and I see what this is, and we're supposed to do some major things together in this life, and we need to get started doing it because it's going to be freaking awesome. They're not there yet. They're not to that point of saying, wow, we could have a really amazing life doing some stuff, couldn't we? They're just not there yet, and that's okay. You need to just kind of allow things to, when it's all about perfect timing, right? Strength card in reverse. Another sign, it's not balanced. They're not there yet. It's here. This is a major arcana. It's here. It's in the energy, but it's reversed. And what that absolutely says to me is the energy is really not balanced. So wherever you are on your spiritual journey and where they are, you guys are not you're not on the same frequency right now. And twin souls are not always on the same frequency. I don't care. People say things like that. No, you're always connected, and you always are a part of the same source, right? You've got a lot of this stuff, but you're not always on the same frequency. And right now, you're definitely not in the same frequency. This person's very much leading with the passion and the physical. There's this inflamed passion they have for you that comes out. And there's also a new beginning here. You've got the Ace of Cups, but they're really Knight of Rods. Again, that's the Knight of Wands or Knight of Fire or Fire, Rods, Wands. It's all the same thing. And what it sticks, I don't know, it depends on what deck you're using. What it's about is fiery energy. The thing about fiery energy, though, is it's not consistent. Just look at a fireplace, okay? You have to keep throwing logs on that fire, and some people use freaking starter fluid, lighter fluid on it, just to get it going, right? It's not going to be consistent. This energy is hot and heavy when it's hot and heavy, but it's not consistent. It's not going to constantly give anyone what they want, you or anyone else. But if you're the twin soul, you have a special place above others in that person's life, and it's important to remember that. Got the Ace of Cups here. That's good. This person's just still underneath all of that and underneath the communication, super resistant. Seven of Wands, super pained, right? Ten of Swords, feeling betrayed. Maybe you did betray them. Maybe somebody else did. They're just feeling betrayed about all this stuff. So this person's just not in a place to be happy, okay? It's important to know what you're going to get from somebody at the time that you're not going to get. Like, it's important for you to go, okay, I understand what I can expect from this person and what I really can't expect. And what you can expect is a whole lot of crazy. I mean, that's what it feels like, a whole truckload of crazy up in here. Like this person, and it's not like, I'm not talking about for real, like somebody being mentally ill. I wouldn't even joke about that. I'm just saying this person's going to be wackadoo for you. Like they're just going to come off with some real wackiness. It's because their emotions are just all over the place. So they may be really shut down one moment and then throwing up emotions. You'll see that when they're with somebody they're not meant to be with. One day they'll be hard and cruel. One day they'll be crying. It's just when you're not where you're supposed to be, when you're not in balance, when you're not with the person you're supposed to be with, your emotions are kind of whacked. Your sex life too. Everything is wacky when you're not where you're supposed to be. And so this person's still not where they're supposed to be. That's the energy I've got pretty strong. I don't really know what else to say except there is This is happening because it's supposed to. Where you're at is where you're supposed to be. That Ace of Cups is a good sign. There's a chance for a new beginning here, but for it to work out, right, for you to have a positive forward movement, right now you've got to just turn your expectations way down and be able to see, can I be the kind of friend this person needs at this time? Sometimes you can't be friends with your twin soul. Even though we all want to be friends with our twin soul. Everybody wants to be friends with somebody they have such a strong spiritual connection with, right? But sometimes you just can't. It doesn't always work well that way. Sometimes it's just not meant to be that way when you're at different places in your life, and that's okay too. But you have to ask yourself, can I be friends with this person right now? Can I be there for this person when they're going through wackadoo central because of the last relationship they're coming out of? I don't know. I probably couldn't because I'm the type, I start mirroring people too much, and yeah. I'm not doing any more readings tonight. I've got a pretty full list, but normally you would, the information I posted in the description of the video each time, so if it changes up or whatever, it's always going to be posted in the description. Okay. Welcome though. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. So that's what I've got for you, Nia. Is Paula here? I don't think Paula's here. I'm just going to put a mark by her name. Karen, did you get your question up yet? I still don't see Karen's question. If you're still here, put your question up, sweetie. We're waiting on you. Just put it up in the middle of me talking, whatever, put it up. Somebody else put theirs up. I've got Sissy, Alondra. I think Alondra, did you put yours up? All right, I'm going to do Alondra. Sissy, put yours up too. Hello, lovely. My question is, just want to see what Spirit wants to call attention to right now. Feeling confused and at crossroads for multiple E. Okay. Okay, Sissy, and I'm going to do yours next. Darcy said I can't be friends. So done. Hey, Julene, nice to see you. Thank you, Karen. I'll get to yours after that one. What does Alondra need to know at this time? Two of Wands. You've got some big choices before you right now, and you need to take them very seriously, but don't overthink it to the point where you start to worry about making the wrong decision. I used to do that, and then I really came to the point of understanding, sometimes there's not a wrong choice. It's just better choices, right? Sometimes you can make a better decision than others, but sometimes you just need to stop worrying about making a wrong choice. You're awakened, and if you're awakened spiritually, boy, you've got such an advantage over 95% of the population of this planet. So many people are sleepwalking, even now, even today, with all the insane things that happen on a daily basis on this planet. There's still people sleepwalking. How and why? I don't know. But there are. It's crazy. You're at a crossroads. You've got a big choice to make. Just remember, either path you choose, it's eventually leading you to the same end. You're on a destiny path. So it's not that you need to worry about the choices to the point that your third eye is, crossing, but you need to understand that you need to learn how to follow your true north. What does that mean, follow your true north? It means follow your inner guide. Follow what your true heart's desire is. What path is leading you to your heart's desire? Okay, two people. If it's two people, two jobs, two whatever, it's always the same thing. What truly feels like what you desire? What feels like what you deserve and desire, right? Not because of, I'm afraid this might happen. If you can take fear out of the equation, what truly fulfills your excitement, your hope for the future, and your adventurous spirit? And that's when okay, what to do. I'm not going to give anybody a reading when I'm in the middle of giving someone else a reading. So please refrain from commenting and the all caps. Thank you very much, Andre. Okay, so what I want to tell you is the choice. Again, it doesn't matter, Alondra, who, what, when, where, why. All the questions. Who, what, when, where, why. It doesn't matter because it's always about following your heart's desire. What does your heart truly tell you? And that's the best. Listen, that gives me goosebumps because that's what you have to do. Put yourself first. And that, guys, that's not being selfish. That is not being selfish because you know what? You can't pour from an empty cup and you can't help anyone else in your life if you're playing the martyr, okay? This is not the Catholic Church up in here, and martyrdom does not get you a better place in heaven. It is all about putting yourself and your needs first, demanding respect. And you don't have to demand respect in a, an uneducated or rude way. Demand respect respectfully, and you'll get it. Demand respect respectfully. That's where your choices start. You are in this hanged man energy in reverse, which means you're kind of, what I feel Spirit wants you to do is kind of take a little bit of a rear view look on the things you've learned in the past 3 to 6 months. What have you learned? What happened in your life? You've got this tower here. What has happened in your life that's really put you in a place where you feel like, because to me, what I see is like a springboard. So for some reason, whatever this tower moment was, it was a springboard for your future. It may have been painful. And yeah, it probably was. And it probably smarted a little bit, right? You may have bumped your head a little bit and it kind of hurt, but it's bringing you, springing into your future to the things you deserve. Because look at your outcome cards. Your outcome cards are where it's at, and this is what looks amazing. You've got the Sun, you've got the Nine of Cups. Those are both beautiful cards. The Nine of Cups is saying, okay, what do you want? Make a wish. What is the thing you wish for right now? And the Sun is whatever it is. This Sun card is especially, it's got a lot of feeling about soulmates in it with the two, the man and woman here, they're kind of facing each other. The Sun is a fulfillment card. It's the masculine energy. Everything is out in the open and clear. So it's, to me, it's kind of like it's the evolution of things when they come out into the public sphere. So it's all those things that you've been feeling for someone, and they've been feeling for you, and then they're coming into fruition all at once. That's when the sunflowers are out, right? It's that energy, but it starts with the Three of Pentacles, right? This is what's crowning you right now. You've got the Three of Pentacles. What are you going to build? You have to decide. You can't, here's the thing, and it always comes back to this. I say this almost every time I do mini readings because it really is important to know. Here's the thing. You have to choose. Sometimes you have to sacrifice to get what you want. Like you can have it all, but you can't have it all at once. And so what are you going to sacrifice in order to go after what you want? It's not hard to choose, but sometimes it's hard to be willing to let go of things to get better things. But you've got to do that. Now is not a time to be hanging out with your friends. You've got the Three of Cups in reverse here. It's not a time to be hanging out with your friends, partying a lot, and being silly. Guys, we can't even really do that if we wanted to right now, okay? This has been like the suckiest gay pride month ever, right? There's no parades, but just remember there's a purpose to that, guys. It's because we all need to be spending time with me, myself, and I, going within and getting to know our higher selves better and really getting on our destined path as quickly as possible because time is of the essence, okay? All right, good luck, Alondra. Okay, next I was gonna do, sorry for the delay, guys. I'm trying to get you guys as quick as I can. Sissy is my Libra, my twin flame. He's very spiritually evolved, but seems blocked. Will I have a new offer of love from someone else? Karen, you're next, sweetie. I've got your question too. Y'all go like the live. It's okay, Jane. Show me this Libra for Sissy. What's that all about? Happy Pride. Well, you have the Lover's card, but you also have the Temperance card. These are the two major arcanas here. And there's some real hurt feeling energy too. So I don't know what's going on with your Libra, but everything that's happening, there is a soul connection here that's very strong. Right? That Lovers is very revealing of that. And there's also a necessary separation. So you can know that whatever happened here, got 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords, there's some painful stuff. It seems like there was either a third party situation or just some kind of major betrayal or just someone's really got their feelings hurt here. You know, I mean, that's stabbed in the back. That person's on their stomach. They're stabbed in the back. When it's the back stab, you're even worse than the usual 10 of Swords. So I don't know the answer to Are You Twin Souls? It feels like, obviously, looking at those two majors, there's what's happening in your life is really divinely guided. It's a strong connection. But, you know, the real question about someone being a twin soul, you have to ask yourself that. And really, I hate to kind of be, I'm not trying to be coy, but that's such a personal question. Feels like it could be. But gosh, you have to really know in your heart whether that's the kind of journey you're on. Twin souls is not as common as the amount of people that think they're on a twin soul journey. So I can say that. Most of us aren't. Most of us are not twin souls, just so you know. Where most of us aren't. We just think we are. So I don't know. It's a strong connection. You're on a journey there where everything that's happened is guided divinely. Because Temperance tells me you were supposed to separate. You were supposed to go into separation. You were supposed to learn some stuff. And I'm also seeing this Nine of Cups again, which is a wish card. So your wishes will come true in this or as the result of this. So that's good news too. I think anytime you've got some kind of confirmation that you're gonna sort of either change directions or whatever's happening is gonna get better, that's good. The Nine of Cups is a symbolic card that you're gonna have plenty. And right now, there's not good things happening here. I don't know what it feels like to you in your connection right now, but this card as the overall energy right now says someone is really resisting this connection. Seven of Wands is someone just like, go back off. If this is you, then they need to leave you alone. If this is them, then you need to leave them alone right now. Because when someone's in this energy, chasing them or trying to go out, like reach out to them, it's going to do the opposite of what you want it to do. It's not going to help the situation at all. Not at all. A lot of heartbreak in the past here, though. With that Three of Swords, I really feel, I don't know, there's someone's been through, either before the relationship with the two of you or as the result of, there's been some real pain. And the heartbreak with the Three of Swords card and the Ten of Swords, that's going to make it hard for anybody to be open in the near future, to be well, does one of the moderators mind answering Andre? So Andre, I'm going to go ahead and let you be rude. You can be rude too, since we're going to talk about being rude. Sorry if I was rude, but here's how it works. Andre, in between readings is the time to throw up questions. And I will be happy to give anyone a reading when they're on the list and to do that. But the information is in the description of the video. Guys, anytime you come into this live, the information you need is going to be in the description of the video. We will answer my moderators will answer you. And if I tell you something, it's because I don't like to be interrupted when I'm in the flow connecting and giving another person a reading. Just like when I'm doing you for either Andre or anybody else, I wouldn't want them to get interrupted when I'm doing a reading for them that they pay for, because that's just sort of, what was the word? Rude. That's the word. Okay. Anyway, what I was saying is, with the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords here as being recent past, and again, Karen, typo goals for us in the future. I put it up there. No, Karen, I've got yours. I've got yours. Right now, I think you're on a delay also, Karen. I think you're on a delay. I've got yours up. I'm doing a reading right now for Sissy, and then I'm going to move on to your question. So, and it's up there. You're fine. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm really like, my patience is about this thin. I'm on cold medicine. I've been sick. I had a fever earlier today. Today's just not the day to pluck at my nerves. So now everybody probably will. You know, this is how it works on social media. You tell people something and they turn it on you, man. All right. So anyway, I really feel, Sissy, that with this connection, whether it's with you and this person or with this person or you in your past, there's just right now too much has been dragged into it for it to work out right now. The biggest energy I've got for you is the future looks bright, but if you want to get there, this is not the time. Right now, there's just too much resistance, too much. And so with that being the case, you just really want to sort of back off from it, let it go, and let this sort of Ten of Swords energy resolve itself, all right? Good night, Christine. Have a good one. Good stuff, though. I definitely feel with these two cards, there's a strong connection. So I will say, I don't want to go so far as to tell you what kind of relationship journey you're on, but it's a strong soul connection. And it's most important to remember that this Temperance card says that separation is divinely guided too, and you need to accept that for what it is. You know, it's not always easy, but it's worth it. Yeah, I saw your question, Karen. I think you're on a delay. Can somebody tell Karen to refresh her screen because she's not on the right time zone? She's on a delay. Because I'm going to start her reading right now. Taurus. Okay. Let's see. Okay, she did refresh. So now you can hear me then, that means. And I'm saying, yes, I can see your question. I was in the middle of doing other readings because it didn't get up quick enough. And so now I'm doing your question. Since you're refreshed, that means you can hear me saying this, right? Right now, at 45, at 10:14 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. Hey, K-Moon. This is a Taurus she wants to know about. Hey, Sabrina, nice to see you. How you doing, honey? Wow, so this is a really nice, okay. Really nice connection. You're right now where you guys are at. Wow, this is interesting. You've got the Justice card coming in and the Two of Cups. So I really feel like for this Taurus, and also you're coming out as the Queen of Rods or Queen of Wands. So having said that, I would say for you, Karen, you've got a lot of power here and you need to use that power. Because when I see the Queen of Rods, let me just sort of preface this by saying, when I see the Queen of Rods, what that tells me that you have an ability to manifest really strong, good energy into your life, into your relationships, into everything you do. And you want to put that in, right? You want to put that into your life. So the fact that you have this card as sort of your card, this card is sort of, there's symbolism from that sun energy. So it's saying if you want this happiness, if you want to see the manifestation of this thing in the most positive light, take charge of your energy and use your energy, right? Manifest that positivity in the best way possible to bring that in. Now you have him as the Knight of Rods and he is facing away from the relationship right now. So I do feel like where he's at right now is probably not where he's going to be in the near future because these cards are your future cards. You've got the Justice card and the Two of Cups. Now I know you said you're a Libra, he's a Taurus. So this is also a representation of Libra energy. And that can be why it's sort of crowning the reading, sort of acknowledging that your energy is all over this. So you've got really strong feelings about this connection. And this person's feelings in the moment are maybe not as strong as yours. But based on the cards I see, I think there is a shared, reciprocated connection. So they do have similar feelings to you. They do have the connection that you feel is real. It's not imagined. But where they are and where you are definitely two different things. And they're going that way where you're present, right? You're here, you're present, you're feeling the power. And they're kind of out here on the other end of passion. So they may have shown you a lot at one time. I feel like this is someone who maybe was really excited about this connection for a moment. And you caught on to that. And now they're not maybe being as excited as you would like, or they're not showing you as much. That'll come back around because the Two of Cups is sort of an assurance here that this is a strong soulmate. You've also got the Strength card bottom of the deck, which to me feels like part of what's happening here is the balancing out of things. That really requires this person, if they're the masculine energy in this, to come into their own and to be comfortable sort of stepping into their own power. You apparently are doing just that right now in the moment. What's happening for you, you're going to see this in every aspect of your life right now. Things are happening to empower you, to show you who you are and what you're capable of, Karen. So be looking for that. Like, be looking for those things. Be looking for the ways in which you're seeing your energy show up for you. And your guides are teaching you how to be that Queen of Rods, how to bring about the things you desire into this sort of physical reality. Now, the Ace of Swords is here in reverse for your Taurus. So that tells me part of the reason this person's sort of being, up and down, uh, connecting to it and then disconnecting from it is because they haven't seen the truth of this connection yet the way you have. If a connection is this, the truth will be shared between you two. So like this person's going to see it. But right now they're just not quite there yet. They haven't seen the truth and they haven't, oh God, poor Karen. Guys, what I would tell Karen is that I started her reading at about 46 minutes in on the video. And so when she has sound, she may want to rewatch it because obviously she can't hear me saying it. So if somebody wants to type that in for her, I would really appreciate it. Anyway, well, that's pretty much it, Karen. So right now he's not seeing the truth of the connection. He's kind of in his own little Knight of Rods world. And that's just not the same energy as the, thank you, K Moon, I appreciate it. She's just gonna have to rewatch it. Yeah, I know it is Mercury retrograde. He's not in the same kind of powerful energy that you're in as far as your ability to manifest things. And I know there's some retrogrades that we've been dealing with, and so just for whatever reason, we're all being tested tonight, myself as well. My patience gets tested at times, and obviously I've got to do better because I'm not being as patient as I should. But I will say, for you right now, you're going to have to be patient with this person because this person doesn't see the truth the way you do. And so they're not going to behave the way you are. They're not going to, when someone doesn't see the same truth you do yet, they're not going to appreciate the connection the way you will because they don't see it yet. And that's just why that Ace of Swords is in reverse below the Justice card. They will. Justice is coming in, and it's going to come in a really big way, I feel. But that's not where they're at yet. So be patient and just allow this outcome to unfold. Focus on your abilities. This is a strong card for you. You can do a lot of good with this card. Focus on that, okay? Bring that stuff in. Call it in. Okay. Thank you so much, K-Moon and Rebecca, for that. All right, Karen. Yeah, I think I started around, I don't know when I started. What was it? 46 minutes? I don't know. Probably about 48, 46 minutes. So you'll just have to go back and look. Thank you, Lisa. You're very kind. Okay, next is Joan. What's your question, Joan? I don't know. Is it Mars and Aries? I don't think that's the problem. Joan, Delilah, and Jane. Oh, yeah, Joan, you told me already. Oh, you're welcome, Nia. Thank you. Good luck. Don't, like I said, don't get too worried about things yet. This is going to be kind of a bumpy ride, I think, for your situation. So thank you, Michael. I appreciate you being here. Okay. Twin Soul guidance for Joan and energy read, please. Yeah. Well, obviously, it's obviously impatient because I was getting irritated with somebody throwing questions up when I was doing reading. And then they responded like, well, I don't mean to be rude, but I keep asking. And I'm like, so when both people are thinking the other one's rude, you know the energy's off. Yes, keep it calm and carry on, right? Or how does it go? Keep calm and carry on. Something like that. Amen, Brother Ben. Scan to rabbit and pluck to hand. Wow, tough energy here. The good news is that you have the Nine of Cups here, so that's really good. You know, the Nine of Cups, we talked about it a lot tonight. This card's been coming out for a lot of people. I think the reason the Nine of Cups keeps coming out tonight is to say, it's really to remind people, because there is some tough energy right now, it's really to remind people, like, you want this. So don't get frustrated. Like, we all get frustrated because it's not what we want yet. The situation's not where we want it to be. But when the Nine of Cups comes out, it says, this is your wish come true, right? It just doesn't look like it yet. But remember, this is actually your wish come true. So don't get impatient with the timing. I think that's what this is about because the cards don't look so good. But this is a good sign. It's saying, remember, remember, you've been commanded not to focus on what it takes to get there, just to trust that you're going to get there. And that's what this card's about, because there's some tough energy here. This person has got the Ten of Swords. So this person is showing as feeling very, very unable. doesn't feel betrayed. It feels like unable to get up, beaten down, unable to get up. And did he do my readings then? Karen, are you not even reading the chat? I think they told you that, sweetie. So this person, Joan, is like not able to get up. They're feeling very suppressed. It feels like energetic suppression, right? And so what it could be is it could have to do with being in separation, but it also could have to do with just the energy of where the world is right now. You've also got the Ace of Cups in reverse. I think the reason the Ace of Cups is in reverse is because what's happening right now on a very big scale for all of us is we're being held back from what we want. We're kind of being delayed. It's like being in a queue. Like when you call a phone company or you call some like customer support line and you get put in a queue, right? It's like where you just hit the call me back later sign or whatever, call me back later. That is where you're at. It's like you're just waiting on something to come through. So you've got the Ace of Cups in reverse, and it's just like nothing's happening. Now, this is where things get a little better. You have the Page of Pentacles here. That's a slow-moving energy, but it shows that this person has good intentions, right, Joan? There's good intentions here, and I think it's a good thing that things are moving slowly because this is there's a need for this person to clean their wounds. I don't know exactly what that means, but there's a need for this person to clean their wounds and to sort of, yeah, it's definitely on her end. She's got no sound. She's lagging. It's not over here. It's okay. This person's needing to clean their wounds and lick their wounds. It's like after a battle, you're not quite ready to fight another battle. You have to kind of live to fight another day. That's what I feel from this person. There's also the Eight of Cups. This is the best card I've seen for you guys tonight because the Eight of Cups says, as the result, and you've got the Death card leading into that. What does that mean? It means that something to do with this sort of wounded energy, this sort of painful. You can't pay through my website. I don't know why you can't pay. My website's not functional right now. This sort of wounded energy here that this person's got, and it's really like I feel like what it's about is all the things that they were avoiding for like the past year are finally coming to a head. Like they can't avoid them anymore. Just like we're all being put in our places and we're having to deal with life and deal with ourselves because of everything that's going on, this person's having to deal with themselves, and that's what 5 years. Well, there you go. That's what this is, though, Joan. That's what it is. It's all those things that this person's avoided forever are all hitting them at once. So it's tough and it's painful. Yeah, to book readings, you just make your payment for the reading to the Cash App or the PayPal that's listed in the description of my videos. It's tough and it's painful, but that's what this is about. The Death card is actually a new life card. It feels like that Death card is a beautiful thing because it is death, but with death does come the rebirth, and that's what this is. This is, I'm no longer hanging around for things that aren't perfect. I'm no longer hanging around for things that aren't my true heart's desire. She knows who she is. She knows that she exists. She knows she is my true heart's desire because I've already told her. She knows that, and now I'm moving toward it. Okay, so that's a beautiful thing, and that's about having the wherewithal to do that. Now, right now, this person can't do anything, but that's what's coming as a result of this death. So it feels like really muddy energy. It feels really unpleasant. The minute I started shuffling the cards and connected to his energy, it felt really unpleasant. I've got kind of like chills too, not in a good way, but it's not about the way you feel right for all of us, right? It's not about the way I feel right now. It's about what it's bringing me to. It's not about what he's in right now. It's about what it's bringing you both to. And what it's bringing you both to is a new birth and a new beginning and something beautiful. And ultimately, the reminder, like I said, it is wish fulfillment. It's just happening in a really painful, slow, drawn out way. And you know what that tells you when someone has that kind of long, drawn out, painful reawakening? It tells you that their wounds are deep and their wounds go way back, and they may be generational, and they maybe go back lifetimes. This person's got them. You know that. And that really tells you that, how long it's taking this person to really get to that point of surrender. But that's what the Ten of Swords feels like to me. It really feels like the point of surrender. And so does the Death card. So ultimately, it's a good thing. It's just really painful. So that's what it is. I do too. Listen, I just connected to his energy. Joan, I feel bad for him too. I really do. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Not good. But good. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I always use the comparison of Good Friday. In Christianity, they call the day that Jesus was crucified Good Friday. Not because it's like a happy day. It's not happy, but it was a good thing. I mean, it's good, right? It was necessary. It was good. This is good. It's necessary. What he's going through is good. It's not happy and it's not fun, but it's good. So keep remembering that. All right. Delilah is next. Got Delilah, Jane. Hold on one second. You're welcome. Got Delilah, Jane, Karolina, and Malia. Delilah, Jane, Karolina, Maria. But see, listen, and I'm going to tell you, to me, that's one of the confirmations that the relationship is more, for someone like you, that's when you know it's a twin soul, guys. Oh, thank you, Lisa. That's so sweet of you. That's when you know it's a twin soul. When you can have someone maybe not treat you so well or not always put you first. And, the love is so unconditional that you feel their pain in a way that is very real. That's very, almost it is not almost, it is tangible. Like you feel the same pain for them in a very real way, and they feel yours too. And when you've experienced them feeling your pain to the point that they're in tears or vice versa, that's when you know that there's a connection there that's founded, that's very special. Okay, Delilah. You have Cancer. He's been in and out for a long time. Friends for years. What's your question? Lisa, that made me laugh. What is that thing that it says you're amazing and he's like a little I don't know, he's like an overweight Gumby. He's an obese Gumby. An avocado. Got it. I love him. I love avocado too. I've been eating a lot of avocado on the cleanse. Oh, it's a pear. I love pears too. I love the texture of pears. You want an insight on what's going on? Okay, Delilah. Pears cuter, I guess. I don't know. Avocados are probably cute. Anything's cute when you just put big eyes on it and a smile and a little hat and confetti. Can't forget the confetti. Something about pears. Pears and pineapples. My favorites. All right, what's the energy for Delilah's Cancer? What's going on with this situation? What does she need to know? Tower reversed. So something needs to kind of happen here. Queen of Wands for you, or Queen of Rods. You've got a lot of power here. It's time for a new beginning here, and you've got a lot of power to. You want to focus. It's important for you. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Queen of Rods. It's really important for you, Delilah, to focus on the future. Focus on bringing in that new beginning that you so desire with this person. Focus on how beautiful that's going to feel. Really need to start to get excited. You've got to become a kid at Disney World or a kid on Christmas Day kind of excited about something, this relationship, to really help it, because there's a Tower in reverse here. So there's something coming in for your Cancer that's going to kind of give him like an electroshock therapy. it's going to kind of shake him to the core because he's got the star after this. The Cancer's got the star coming in, which is a major transformation, but it's also part of an awakening. And the star also, in this case, feels like it might be about wish fulfillment coming in as well. So I feel like that it's kind of all converging in the right way, but you have to really take advantage. Anytime, listen, again, I have to emphasize, anytime I see this card, it tells me don't waste the gifts you're being given, okay? Don't waste the gifts that are being given to you. Use them to your advantage because there's a new beginning or something you need to build on. And it's really, with the Three of Pentacles is one thing, but you've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. I feel like it's going to be really clear to you. It either already has come in and it's been really clear to you, or it's going to be really clear to you what this is, and you need to capitalize on that energy. You just can't let that pass without taking advantage of it, whatever it is. You do have the Three of Cups here. I sometimes with this card, to me, it represents watchers or angelic beings that are really trying to help a situation. I don't know. Those three just feel like they're watching. Look at them. They just know what's up, and they're really trying to bring the emotions out in this connection for you, for the two of you. And I feel that that's the case. But at the same time, remember, you're only responsible for your part of the connection. You can't make someone do something they're not ready to do or they don't want to do. Spirit's going to take care of that. That's why this is here. It's just not upright yet. That's going to be, and then it's leading to some good stuff. So that's going to be taken care of for you. You don't have to worry about that. But it's all leading to this Chariot energy, which is really going to lead you guys in the right direction. But the biggest problem with that is that the Chariot can't start moving until things are more balanced and until that Devil, because the Devil's behind there in reverse. There's toxicity here that's come from generations past, I would think. It's hard not to be sad when someone does that, but at the same time, if you have the conscious awareness that that's not going to, you're not going to move into the next cycle or into reunion or anything good when you're stuck in your sadness. So it's not going to serve you. You have to feel things sometimes, though. Sometimes you just have to. I had to do that for a long time. Just kind of feel some sadness, feel some regrets, go through that stuff. Sometimes you have to, and if you come out alive at the end, all the better, all the more chance to bring some good things in. But yeah, it is a thing where it is about focusing on yourself. But when I talk about the positive side, that excitement, that can be about the relationship. And I think it kind of should be. You need to think about it, but think of it future tense, not past tense. Think of what excited about the ideas of what the future could be without being attached to how it happens or how you get there. Just kind of knowing that you really want it and you really know it could be something beautiful. That type of excitement is what I really mean. But yeah, I think that this is a time where both the majors feel more attached to, well, the star and the tower feel more attached to your Cancer than to you. So I don't feel like it's going to be as much of that stuff is going to feel, you can feel it if you're not properly detached to a certain extent. You can feel that and you will, but it's really not about you as much as it's about that person. It's about you in as much as it's about the relationship, but you're not the one going through those things personally. That person is. All right. Good luck, Delilah. Jane, what is your question, Jane? Yeah. Thank you. Hope you feel, wow, thank you. Okay, let's see. Let's see what comes through. You can't see the card. It's funny, the cards are flying, you guys, but because of where I'm shuffling, you can't see them. They're literally like going, whoosh, 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 but you guys can't see it up there. That flew out, and that flew out, and these flew out. You've got the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. The Six of Cups is such a great card to get when it's upright, when it's when you're asking, if you're interested in some kind of a relationship reading, this is just a great card because it tells me that both people in the connection are feeling very nostalgic and there's a lot of love there. So you have a connection that's filled with nostalgia and a lot of love. Ninja stars. Well, this is, again, a call toward patience with yourself, with the situation. And there's a man coming out of this, the Knight of Pentacles, and then progressing to the King of Pentacles. So that's someone who really wants to be a stable force in your life. You've got the Four of Wands here and the Ace of Wands. There's a lot of progressing energy and newness when it comes to like passion, fire, excitement, all of that stuff. I think you need to understand that what's going to bring the big Wheel of Fortune in, what's going to bring those massive changes in your life, in relationships and in every other aspect where you're looking for change and growth, is it's sort of a reward for having been patient. It feels like the patience is more in the recent past, and a little bit now, but mostly in the recent past. Having been patient, having been someone who is temperate. I know you know what that means. Being a low battery, okay. Being a temperate person is going to pay off for you, and that's what allows that Wheel of Fortune to pop in your favor. So we like that's going to be the case for you. And we also, when we think about when you think about like what the Wheel of Fortune means in your life, in your relationship, in your whole experience, right? You're entering a new phase, a new chapter in your life, not just in a relationship. And so I think that's also what's got to do. If this person is growing in relation to you from the Knight of Pentacles into the King of Pentacles, what does that say about you and your growth that's taking place before that? All of that has to happen for this Four of Wands to mean anything. There's celebratory energy in your near future, though, and so that feels really good. So I think that what you really need to know is that keep the focus on the rewards that come. Guys, we get rewarded for the good decisions we make. Look for the rewards. Instead of looking for the bad things in life, look for the rewards, okay? That's what we all need to be doing right now. Being more kind, more compassionate, and looking for rewards. Don't do as tonight I'm taking the old attitude of do as I say, not as I do. Because I say be more kind and compassionate. So do as I say and not as I do. We all need to focus on that a little bit right now. But yeah, I think good things are coming for you, so that's good. I don't think there's been a bad reading tonight. They've all been interesting. Nothing necessarily bad. Karolina or Karolina, you want to throw yours up? Ninja stars. Karolina. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for participating. The explanation. No, the sticker said, you're amazing. It didn't say you're perfect. It said you're amazing. Or it said you are amazing. I don't think that one is a pair. I think that one, maybe it is a pair. I do too. Got it. You're perfect, just the way you are. Just the way you are, you're perfect. There can be miracles when you believe. Karolina, what is your question? My battery's about to die. Karolina, we need to get your question. Karolina. Karolina. ¿Dónde es Karolina? Malia, you want to just do yours? We'll skip Karolina. I'll have to come back to her. I'm going to be back tomorrow night probably if I'm not like in the bed with the sweating sickness. Oh no, what happened, y'all? Hi, Jason. I felt for someone I said I would not fall for, and now I think he is my twin flame. Yeah. It's usually, yeah, a lot of times it's not someone you would necessarily think that would be, that would be a twin soul. What is your question? You want to know... You want to know what? Well, one thing I can tell you right off the bat that you need to do is not... Don't bring past crap into that. You've got this Four of Pentacles here, and that's definitely not going to serve you. Sure, curious about love life coming up. I really would like to meet someone new. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do, I think that's Karolina, the X Mia Beast XX. So I'm going to do hers real quick, and then I'll do yours. Thank you for putting it up, though. Yeah, this is good. I think the good thing about this connection with this person that you're wondering now is maybe a twin soul. What's interesting, he does not say anything to me, but I can feel he wants to say something. Everyone asks me if he has said anything to you yet. Okay, so here's the thing. You guys are going to go through a separation. It's necessary. During that separation, you need to cater to yourself. Be selfish. Be a little selfish. Be good to you. Take care of you. You deserve it. You are worthy. Queen of Swords is your card. Don't put up with any BS from anyone, especially this person. If you love them, don't put up with BS from them. That's how you love them, okay? Do not put up with their BS because that's why, because you love them. This person is kind of confused. They're very confussed right now. Confussed with a double S. And you need to not bring past stuff into this connection. The big thing you're being called to do, the good thing about the connection is it's broken down for both of you. It's breaking down barriers based on ego. This is Five of Swords reverse. So a lot of the ego stuff, the desire to win, all those, and just like you said, I didn't think this would be somebody I would be interested in. And now I think it might be my twin soul. Well, what's happened? The ego is turned off. So it's that death of ego that happens in twin soul connections that's happening to you. Your ego is diminishing, but you still, what you do need to do is let go of things from your past. You're bringing your past too much into this with the Four of Pentacles, and you might even be holding on to ways of being and things that just have served you in the past. They're not going to serve you in this relationship. One thing we all know if we're in a twin soul connection of any kind is old behaviors and old behavior patterns that you might as well throw them away now because they just don't work in this connection. Playing games is not going to work. Running, chasing, doesn't work. The only thing that works in twin soul connections is being your authentic, honest, just being you and accepting yourself, loving yourself, becoming more of you, becoming more of yourself is what's going to bring you closer to each other. And it's not an easy trek. It's not an easy path we choose. But the first thing you've got to do is let go of anything you've brought into this connection that is no longer serving you. Throw it out because it's really no longer serving you. And be grateful for whatever the ego death attached to this is. Know that this person has a lot of confusion right now. You apparently are probably the feminine energy in this, and so you're the one who's woke first. I don't know if it's a twin soul. I couldn't say for sure, but I can say with the Temperance card at the bottom, that's your major arcana here. It's Sagittarian energy, and it's saying this thing's got to get balanced out. It's not yet. It's not equal right now. It's not reciprocal, and it's got to become that way. So that's what's happening, and that's why it's happening. So this person will, if they are what you're meant, who you're meant to be with, they will come around and they will start to recognize it for what it is. But right now, what you've got to do is really cater to yourself and push them out of your mind as much as possible, because it really is a connection that's got to be all reciprocal or nothing at all. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't quite work until it's 100% reciprocal. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Malia. You're curious about love life coming up. Okay. I know. I really need to meet someone new. I know. Sorry. I know she's like, because it always seems like old stuff comes up in these readings. Malia. Show me, Malia. What the High Priestess. All right, we're going to stop with that. What is this? Six of Wands, the Devil, Knight of Swords. Okay, Knight of Cups, bottom of the deck. I know. They don't. They definitely don't, right? They just don't. You've got Malia, you've got the High Priestess energy here. This is a beautiful energy. And again, I think what you need to know with the High Priestess, Malia, is to remember that take it from Rebecca, though. A new one's just going to test, and I know too, they do. They just test you. I had to stop. I was dating a little bit and having fun and stuff, and then it was like, you know what? No, this is not serving me. All I'm getting is new lessons that keep pushing me back to the other. Like, it's just a mess. But here you go, High Priestess, Malia. So again, the High Priestess to me kind of says maybe it's not time for someone new. Maybe it's time to continue on your path and to be okay. Because I do think of the High Priestess as someone who's solitary a lot of the time, but she's okay with that because she's going through so much growth. Now you have the Devil in reverse, which is Capricorn energy, but there's a breaking away from some kind of, because you've got the Nine of Wands and the Devil in reverse. I feel like it's like there's still something that has to heal within you before you can welcome anyone new in. So whatever's trying to heal here, you've got to allow it to. Don't push it away. The Knight of Swords is coming towards you, so there is someone who's going to show you a lot of truth. Someone that's been through similar experiences and pain to you. See the blood on that sword. This is someone who can relate to your pain, and they're going to show you a lot of truth, and they're going to come in really unexpectedly, but it's going to come after some more healing takes place. I'm sorry to say that, but I do really feel with these cards there is a real healing that still has to take place within you before you're really going to be ready to give yourself completely to anyone, twin soul or otherwise. And you are on a great path here. You have the Six of Wands. That is a victory path. That's a path of public recognition of success. And I feel like it's success whether it's with a new person, an old person, or no person. It's a good card to have. Like, this is good. This is what you want. But right now, there's some major healing that's got to come in. And then, yeah, after that, there is this Knight of Swords. And it's a bloody Knight of Swords. He's bloody because he's battle weary and he's been there and he's been through similar things as you. But look what's at the bottom of the deck for you. The Knight of Cups, and clarifying my Knight of Cups is the King of Swords. So there's someone who is wanting to offer you love, who is always in your energy, wanting to offer you love, has love on their heart for you, and their clarifier is the King of Swords. That could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. It's someone who may come across as very logical, very much in their head sometimes, but they have a lot of love for you, and they're wanting to come to you as the Knight of Cups and offer you love. They are in your energy. They are in your energy field. They are in your orbit. They're always there, and they want to offer you love. That's where you're at, though. As the High Priestess, there's just really something that needs to heal within you. And it's not a big thing. It's not like you've got something to do, but the Devil in reverse right beside that, that says it's something that you're having trouble kind of moving away from or letting go of. And the more you focus on just being in the moment and being happy exactly where you are, needing nothing, just recognizing how little you actually need, and that minimalist energy is really going to take you to some really good new heights. And I just think that's where you're at right now. So that's what I see. All right. Paula, I'm going to go ahead. Paula, if you see this replay, I'm just going to go ahead and refund you since we missed you again. I'm sorry we weren't able to get you your reading. Okay. You're welcome, Malia. Thank you for being here, guys. Thank you for those of you who helped moderate. Sorry for my little bit of a temper, but it happens when you're not feeling well sometimes. It's harder to be as kind as normal. So I apologize if I was a little short or brief or a little rude with anyone. That was not my intent. You guys have a great night. Thank you. Yes. Anyone else who's feeling as bad as I am, I hope you feel better too, because I know I don't feel good. Bye, guys. Thank you so much, Lisa. You're so sweet. Thanks, guys. You guys have a great night.